All right, now I am back, people. I am back. Yes, I am back. I am actually back right now. I am back. Wow, didn't think I was gonna be coming back this quick, but what just happened was I was just mentioned in the video from Alaskan gunning gigs. They got a video up saying that I'm buying subs. So I'm gonna watch this right now. Um, Man, Alaska Guns and Gigs or Gigs and Guns, they think Hot Facts is buying subs. They think Hot Facts is buying subs, but I just proved it, people. So let's go ahead and check this out. Let's go ahead and check this out. Let's go ahead and share this screen. The Fiverr King. He called me the Fiverr King. Oh, he's gonna go and read the stuff where it says how you can pay someone at Fiverr. So I hope he doesn't think that my brother's girlfriend, who creates logos, does some stuff with Fiverr like this. I hope that's not what this dude thinks. I'm gonna let some people come in on this. This is hilarious. People, we got some heat. We got some heat, people. Alaskan Gunning Gigs is throwing a shot at me right now because I called him out on the video when they looked at each other after I spoke, and then they were like, everyone else, he's mad because he was not. They thought that they were not seen on camera, but he's gonna talk about buying subs. All right, we'll see. We'll see about this buying subs. I just proved it. I just proved it. I just proved it. But let's watch this. Let's watch this video. Robert Reese fake subs. Let's watch this video. Man, let's go straight to it.
All right, guys, welcome back to Alaska. So, straight to the point, I'm going to be making a video that I never thought I would have to make. I debated on whether or not I was going to do this, and I've come to the conclusion that, well, I'm going to make it. Something was brought to my attention today, and I verified it, and we're going to discuss it. So, all right, so let's get out of here and let's step out there and have a conversation. All right, see you there.
So I guess, people, this is where he's going to talk and give you guys this. He's going to give you guys this long story on how I buy subs, and let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and hear this. And he put at Hot Facts with Robert Reese. They're haters. Look, people, no, breaking news. I just signed off of my live, people. I just signed off of my live, and I got a mention from Alaska Gigging Guns. It says Fiverr King, Robert Reese buying subs. So he has it. He waited right when my live ended to put it up, and I caught it. So I'm right back live. We're gonna watch this together as he's putting it up. He's saying I'm buying subs after I just proved it. But no, check this out. Watch this. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Look. All right. Good. People clap. Come on in. I had to come back just this quick. Alaska Gigging Guns just mentioned me. He just mentioned me and called me the Fiverr King and just said that I'm buying subs. And right when my live ended, the video just popped. So he says he's going to show us how I'm buying subs. After I just broke it down, I showed the likes, the views, how they're commenting and everything. I broke it down, but he's saying I'm buying subs. I told you, people, once you do something good and once you got that video that hit, that's a multicultural video. And then I got another, like, you can't buy subs on the videos that you cannot do it. The videos hit. They have watch hour time on the videos. People, he's accusing me of buying subs. Check this out. Watch this. Let's watch this. Let me zoom this big. Watch this. Put myself right.
All right, guys, welcome back to Alaska. So, straight to the point, I'm going to be making a video that I never thought I would have to make. I debated on whether or not I was going to do this, and I've come to the conclusion that, well, I'm going to make it. Something was brought to my attention today, and I verified it, and we're going to discuss it.
Something was brought to his attention today, and we're gonna verify it. I just verified it. All right. I just verified it. All right. Let's go. Let's go ahead.
So, all right. So let's get out of here and let's step out there and have a conversation. All right. See you there. Let's get to it. All right. See you out there. Well, so like I said, I even debated on making this video, but I think it needs to be made. So it was brought to my attention that some of us know the YouTuber out in California, Mr. HotFacts, Mr. Robert Reese. He is a unique individual. He's interesting. After many years working in corrections, I've met all types. He's no exception. So let's just dive right into it.
All right. He worked in corrections and he's met all types. I'm no different. I have not worked in corrections and I've met all types. You're no different. You walk and show your gun. I'm in corrections. All right. Let's hear what you got to say.
Today he was on live with some person, and he made a point to call out Alaska Gigs and Guns, and his justification was, well, basically because we did not go do an interview with him. He initially, so Robert Reese, he initiated contact on one of my live streams, and he didn't really introduce himself. He didn't, hey, I'm Robert. Hey, I'm.
First of all, he's a lie. I introduced myself to everyone. Let you know who I am and why I'm trying to conduct the interview. Now, let me see right now, because I spoke on this live, but I know that if you don't have a lot of people chatting inside your live, then they don't keep the chat up there. So I know I did that, and then we actually ended up, I exchanged messages on to here, Autumn Kelly. Okay. Says, okay, they got always says, hey, it's Autumn, and Cody said, hello, just got done with my live. Would you be interested in an interview for tomorrow? What time? What are you thinking? I said, I'm in Cali. My show starts at 2. That will work for us. It will be 1 p.m. at our time. Perfect. I'll send the link. Hop in 15 minutes prior to showtime. I'll send the link in the AM. Thanks. They put sounds good. Sent the studio thing on link. Our apologies. Something came up and we are not able to do the live that day. They have to do some dialysis stuff. I do understand. No problem. Let me know what day would be best. Now, I just hit them back last Thursday. Hello, just checking back with you guys on a reschedule. That is the very last thing that happened. Okay, so now let's go here.
I'm whoever from wherever, just do you want to come do an interview? So at first I don't know him. I know nothing about him at this point. I'm like, yeah, I guess maybe. Just a few days prior, we had been on the Right to Rodeos podcast, which was an amazing experience. It was great. So I agreed until I did a little digging.
My fault. I did not have it on mute, but he says that he did a little digging. Okay, so you're gonna dig and see that I just put up videos, and videos, not nonstop. Okay, this dude is right here. This dude is right here coming off just ridiculous. Check.
I should have done my homework, but long story short, I just wanted to see, what is Robert about? What is he like? What's his interview style like? Because if 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 I'm gonna go, if I'm gonna be invited on a podcast, right? I want to go into it the best way that I can, so they have a good experience, so we have a good experience. So I need to know, what is their interview style like? What kinds of questions do they ask? What should I be prepared with?
Okay, you guys see my interviews. What's wrong with my interviews? Back to this.
And what I discovered and found out was I wasn't impressed, and he just has a different style, and it's not my style. Um, and this is why I was reluctant to even make this video, because this is
I'll tell you this, he's going to get views, people. He is going to get views, and this is where the dude in the first the message started it, and this is how it starts, people. So when someone says you are the wannabe Billy Coop, I guess this is what they do. They try to come up with propaganda to try to keep you from doing your stuff. Let's take a look at this.
not what Autumn and I choose to do. So Autumn did not want to appear in this. She's actually quite upset um, with Robert, and I don't blame her. Let's talk about that. Robert, I'm speaking directly to you. Okay, you went live today because it was brought to my attention. Of course, I verified it. You said something to the effect of, "I am going to call out Alaska Gigs and Guns." You're going to call me out? What are you going to call me out for?
Well, if he watched it, he saw what I called him out for, what they actually did on camera, and I was watching you guys.
Robert, because Autumn and I we decided not to go on your podcast. You made an outlandish accusation that there's this alleged work stop on you. What is that? Like what does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Okay, and that somehow
I said a non-work order, and I explained exactly what they did. See, they have to go back and rewatch their own live episode when I'm typing in, and they go look in on the camera, and then they look, at each other, and then they purposely go. He has to go rewatch. I've already explained it. He has to rewatch his own video. Why won't the dude watch his own video? He's talking when I see. That's the whole thing. When you put a video out and you explain everything, why are they asking when you already said it? I don't get it. But I'll tell you this, he is going to get views because he calls me the Fiverr King and fake subs. He just wants some of the action too. He's mad because I called him out on what they did, and they were on camera when they did it. So I'm watching you do it. So I called you out. Plain and simple. And I explained why I wanted to do the interview too. I explained that too. And Melon Funk is just not some just guy. That's Melon Funk. But yes.
you're spewing this conspiracy theory that Autumn and I were part of this, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not I don't know what the heck you're referencing. When Autumn and I started this YouTube channel, we came into it with the intention to share our home with people, because this is very different lifestyle.
What does he think the interview was going to be about? All of that stuff, plus the stuff that you don't know what I'm going to ask you. So you can't make up what you think the interview is going to be if you don't know what I'm going to ask you. You have to answer questions that someone is going to ask you. How can you assume what the interview is going to be if I never even asked you the questions? So everything you were doing, you just made up. You are assuming your own thought right now that is not even a real one, because that's what an interview is for. And I didn't even ask you any questions. So how can you back out of something and then try to predict or say what it's about when that's not even it? You're not. All of this stuff is made up. We got to get to the fake sub stuff. So this doesn't make any sense.
Here, okay, we wanted to share gig work in Alaska. We want to share what we do outside of it. We didn't come on here to get into um, a shit slinging contest, okay? The way you like to do with Pedro and other people. We're not going to be involved, Robert. So I'm going to say this one.
Okay, he's gonna say this one time. I do not want to do the interview, but why would I do it? What? Okay, I conduct interviews. Go watch all my interviews. What type of shit slinging contest am I trying to do by conducting an interview with the husband and the wife team that goes out and does gig work? They live in Alaska in the Great Frontier. You have a wife that has to go through that dialysis. What part of that is not interesting? So whatever you're gonna say loud and clear, I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. You let the stuff get into your ear. What stuff got into your ear to where you said that if you go on an interview with me, I'm going to bash you and talk crap about you? Someone put that inside your head. Who told you if you do an interview with me, I'm going to talk crap about you and bash you, and you're going to be in a shit sling contest like me and Pedro? Who told you that? Who told you? I'm not in a shit sling contest with Pedro. I'm in a shit sling contest with people who do stupid stuff and don't do it right. I was trying to conduct an interview with you, and you're starting off all the way on the wrong foot because there's someone's inside your ear. Now let's keep watching this. So whatever your one time is, no one cares about your one time. No one cares about your one time. Okay? Now let's get to the fake subs, because everything you just said is hogwash and it don't make any sense. Damn. You could have had an interview and said that in front of everyone. What the hell wrong with you?
One time, and this is going to be the only time, and I wholeheartedly mean this. After what you did today, and you grandstanded, okay, on my wife's unfortunate health issue, she's in desperate need of a kidney. She goes to dialysis 3 days a week, and you had the audacity to say that you wanted to have us on there because you were acting in good faith and you wanted to try to find out more about our health issue or try to help us out. Robert, I don't believe that's true. I don't believe you. Okay? And I'm going to say this. Of all the years that I worked in corrections and with some of the most terrible people that this earth has to offer, you know what, buddy? I don't know if you're much different. Robert, what you did today was despicable.
He said it was despicable for me to want to do an interview, and it was despicable for me to do an interview and say why I wanted to do the interview. You think I'm lying about this stuff? You think I'm gonna, like, what the hell is your problem? And then he says, I'm the worst criminal of all time. You are hilarious. You did not pay attention to anything. And what did I say about helping you guys? I didn't say I was trying to do an interview to help you guys. What am I gonna help with? What am I gonna help with? All I can do is just spread a word. What am I gonna? There was nothing that was said that I'm trying to do an interview with you guys to help you guys. I wanted to do an interview because, first of all, you live in Alaska. Alaska is freaking great. It's different. I've done articles where I've seen people that are flying the actual food deliveries. I want to ask about that. I want to ask about a bunch of stuff. And then you're doing such a great job on being a caretaker and doing all of that. I want to touch in on that because I know what it's all about. And you're telling me that because I want to do that you're telling me because I want to learn about that from your experience, that I'm lying. It's not my fault that you let someone cloud your head. You let someone think that, hey, if he does an interview with you, he's only going to be trying to do this to you. You're a weirdo if you think that. You're one of the people that do weird stuff to their neighbors. And I don't know if just because I said kidney, I have a kidney disease. If that offended you, I'm sorry if that offended you. But whatever you're saying, I'm trying to really ask questions and I'm lying. What the hell are you talking about? You're weird. You're weird. Get your facts right. Now get into these subs.
And you know what? It's not just despicable. It's deceptive, and you went on there and you lied about Autumn and I. You completely mischaracterized things. You trashed other content creators. Hey, you know what? If that's your MO, and in case you don't know what MO means, it means modus operandi. Okay, that's how a lot of criminals act. That's how.
Why is he talking to me like I don't understand English? Doesn't he hear me speak? This dude is weird. If I don't know what MO is, this dude is weird. I did not attack you, and I did not trash content creators. I kept it real. What content creator got on there and said Happy Juneteenth? What content creator shares other stuff? What content creators go on there in the middle of their lives, other people's lives, and talk crap? And when I am actually there watching the live, they don't know. What are you talking about? I don't trash content creators. I tell you exactly what's going on. You're a correctional officer. That's what you normally do unless you are turning your back in there. They were paying you. Unless that's what happened. The hell?
Deceptive people act. That's a legal term for how people that don't mean well act. A certain fact pattern. You fit a certain fact pattern, which is to be deceptive, which is to lie, which is then to go online and call people out. And the fact that you would get on your channel and you would trash people is despicable. It's disgusting. And let me tell you something. You think this one size fits all works for everybody? Well, let me tell you something, buddy. One size fits all does not necessarily fit all. You want to trash on people because they don't want to take no-tip orders and they do things differently than you do. Hey, here's the deal.
I don't trash people who don't take no-tip orders. I trash people who don't do the job they signed up to do, and you're trying to find cheating ways to get the job done. You are hilarious. These people are, I told you there was something from the jump. I already knew. I said it on air. Someone got in their ear and spread some weird propaganda. The dude said that I didn't really want to do an interview with them to learn about Alaska and gigs and really talk about, his wife. Why would I lie about that? He said, "Oh, you're a snake and you're fake and you were going to put me into a shit sling contest and go against me." So he's talking trash about everything on what I wanted to do in an interview. And now that he's saying that I actually bought subs. Right after I did my live, this popped up right here. This is hilarious. He's trying to tell me I don't know what MO means. He told me I'm the worst criminal of all time because how I operate. I guess he thinks it's slick and sly that I say exactly what I'm going to do. And he says that I like, and he can go back and watch my live. I said exactly why I wanted to do the interview. Alaska, that is the wild frontier. That is an awesome place. You're also doing this job. There's a lot of interesting stuff that goes on. Then come to find out your wife has a kidney problem, and so do I. Okay, and I know how it is to be working and going to the hospital back and forth. I had to do that when my son was almost dying. Okay, I know exactly what that's like. My dad had to take care of my mom, and we had to help my dad take care of my mom at a young age. I know exactly what that's like. So how are you going to tell me that my interest in you and doing an interview is not the interest that I was going into for the interview? Because people were telling you, no, you go on there, he's going to do this and say this. What am I going to do if you don't even know the questions that I'm going to ask you? You don't even know the questions that I'm going to ask you. How can you predetermine what an interview is going to be if you don't even get the questions from the guy who has a history of doing what you are doing? Has a history. And it's very unique, and a lot of people can't do it because they will break. You're a strong man for doing that. So how are you going to tell me that me wanting to go ahead and really tap into that interests me as an individual? Because I know exactly what it's like. No one was sitting up here trying to put your wife down. No, you're mad because you guys were on camera. And when you type in a live, when someone makes a comment and you go and read the screen like this and purposely do something, you're on camera. You are being seen. So you are a corrections officer, right? Anything you walk by that's in view inside that cell, if you see it, you can go ahead and go in there and do whatever, right? I saw you in plain sight, okay? I saw you in plain sight. Whatever I can see from my eye is public view, and I can comment on anything else like that. Yes, I know my rights. I know my laws. I know everything. Correctional security guard. Yes, I know all of that. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You didn't know what questions I was going to ask. You ignored the whole thing because someone said, if you go on there, he's going to do this. You said it in the beginning of this video. It's going to be a shit slot sling, or like with Pedro. What the hell does Pedro got to do with you being in Alaska and having this stuff going on and you being a good dude? And I was going to highlight that. What the hell does that got to do with anything? So for you to come off and say all of this stuff, and yes, I went on live and I called you guys out because what I can see from the eye, I can report on. And that's what you guys did. That's what you guys did. Whether you like it or not, that's what you guys did. I purposely go on there and write. There's only 3 people in there. Me, I was the third. There were 2 other people. I made sure I wrote right when they wrote. And when you go look at the screen, you guys look at each other, and then you guys say, by so-and-so name, by so-and-so name, and everyone else, you do that. You just said that you made up your mind that you thought it was going to be a shit sling. So therefore, you created a negative environment for all this. And by being seen on TV doing that with your wife, if I can see it, I can report on it. So you just did all of this for no reason. So everything you just said is hogwash. It's all false. Now let's get to these fake subs, please. And I hope you watched this and watched the live yesterday over it. Let me know when I said something bad about your wife's kidneys. Let me know when that is. I'll replay it for you. I think you're a strong ass dude, and you're a weak ass dude for doing this for no reason. And you put my name because you wanted some views.
Not every state has Prop 22. Not every state has their wage subsidized the way.
Once again, he's going to say the exact same thing that everybody else says. Before Prop 22 came here, I was still making the same amount. Only thing is I'm not getting a Prop 22 on the back end before. Still making the same amount. So it doesn't matter if Prop 22, you don't make sense. It's saying the same thing that everybody else says. I've been doing it before Prop 22 since 2015. Get that through your head. Get it through your head. Get it through your head. Get it through your head. Everyone don't have Prop 22, but there's other states that have an hourly because they are doing it. They are doing it. And even if you don't have the hourly, you don't know who is behind you don't know the customer. That was the whole point of bringing up Melon Funk. And then him saying people don't come because they think it's not worth it, but he has more money than all you guys. It don't make sense. You work for your tips. Not about Prop 22. Have some ethics.
The way you do, Robert. If you have it all figured out and you know better than anybody else, okay, then Robert, by all means, come out up here to the last frontier, come to Alaska, then show us how it's done. Take all those no-tip offers. You take every damn bit of them. When it's 30 below zero, a wind chill factor of -50, and it is blowing snow, and it's a blizzard, yeah, buddy, you go take all those $3 orders. But just know this.
First of all, if it's a blizzard and someone is dying and you are the only person to take that food, they're going to take care of you. But second of all, I'm not going to be out in the blizzard at 30 below in the blizzard. That's just not something that I would do. So why would I do that? I don't want to be in a place where it gets a blizzard and 30 below. I don't want to drive in that. Now, I'll go to Alaska to go out there and go fishing, go out there and do what they do on a loan and go out there and build a fire. I'll go out there and do that stuff. But I'm not going out there in a blizzard to go, why do I want to deliver in the blizzard? I'm not doing it. But if there is no blizzard and someone does an order, I'm going to take it to them because chances are I know how to work people in the right way to where, they actually see what the work is. They're going to give you extra. You got to learn how to do that, man. You got to learn that. You can't think everyone is not going to do something. If you think everyone is not going to do something, you already lost the battle.
Buddy, you go take all those $3 orders. But just know this. It's not just cold here, dude. It's unforgiving. And you know what? You don't have no Prop 22 to prop you up. You don't have other workers out there to subsidize you, because that's essentially what we're doing, is subsidizing you. All right, guys. Well, hopefully we never have to make a video like this again. To sum it up, when we first started this, we just wanted to share our home and how fun it is to do gig work up here and not sparring with other gigs ever. I love it here. Anyway, all right. Well, one last look before I end this one. Tomorrow, well, it's going to be today now. It's going to be my solstice live.
He just went off on a bunch of stuff that made absolutely no sense. Yeah, he tells me that I think I know everything because I actually deliver to people and get tips. I'm showing you another side. I say take bits and pieces from people. You guys are weird. But yeah, he watched a video and actually came to the conclusion that the reason I told him why I wanted to do the interview was a lie. That's not why I actually wanted to do the interview. He let someone get in his head and he made a fool of himself on YouTube and put up buying subs, and it has nothing to do with buying subs. He did that for clickbait to get views. I still think the dude is a stand-up, all the way rock solid dude. He takes care of his wife, who has to do dialysis 3 times a week. He has to do gig work. He has to do all this stuff, and he's not flying. He's driving the car 5 hours to make sure that goes. I pay attention to everything. That sounds like a lot that what I was doing and what my dad was doing. Okay, so therefore, when I told you that's exactly why I want to do the interview, who in the hell told you that's not why he wants to do the interview? And if you believe them, that is a shame on you, son. Shame on you. Now, if I was in that position, man, you're like, oh, for real? Yes, yes, yes. You know, that like she needs a kidney. I didn't know she needs one, but she's going through that dialysis. Like that's something right there. That's something right there. That's something. That's nothing to be messing around with and be joking about and to do this and that about. If you actually thought that, then man, you got to wake up, man. And if you felt that, whatever it was, I apologize for some weird stuff, but there was no weird stuff. I was watching you on camera. You got to remember, you were a correctional officer, right? If you saw one sneak some contraband on that camera, you watched them do it on camera, right? I watched you with my own two eyes do exactly what I said you did. Go watch your own live again and you will see. That's what the call out was. I'm not calling you out on something that you did not do. I'm calling you out on something that I actually participated in and watched you do it on your live, sitting in front of my 55 inch, what I'm doing right now. That's what I saw. And you got mad because of that. Oh, well. And you got mad because I called out content creators for not saying happy Juneteenth. Yeah, I called out content creators and I explained why. You got a demographic that watches everything you do. You got to be able to share and go like that. There is no slyness with that. He also called me. He said he's been in corrections with the most criminal people, and I am the worst criminal that he has ever seen. He says because I know how to talk and I'm educated. An educated black man is a slick, sly person that should be in jail. That's pretty much what he said. Watch this thing all over again and watch how he starts it off. Starts it off and said, I've been in a lot of prisons and you are the worst of them all. That's how he started it off. And he said he watched my interviews and he says my interview style is not his style and that I make fun of people and all that other stuff. So whoever else watches my interviews, watch them and then tell me, do I make fun of people? Am I doing that stuff on my interviews? That's what he got. He was mad because I called him out on what they actually did on camera. He got mad at that and then made up that me on why I wanted to do the interview with him is a complete lie. And he doesn't even know the questions that I was going to ask him. So with all that being said, you did all of that stuff for clickbait and putting up a title that says fake subs, and it has nothing to do with what you said. And everything you said in there, I said on the live that says everything that I said, and you're still wrong. So you just put that up for clickbait, and you will get some views. Same thing Get2 did.